the northeastern wall and the southeastern wall, there's 2 cells, and the basically the portcullises are closed, and there's just beds. You see, beds are sitting off the ground, probably about a foot and a half.
Yeah. I'm not making any unnecessary noise, but
Yeah.
I do notice that I can't see completely around in this room, so I'm going to have to see about getting in these cells.
Okay.
I'm looking around to see if there are any keys like hanging on the walls, like in Andy Griffin show.
There is. There is a ring with a key ring with 2 rings. I'm sorry, 2 keys.
Alright, I want to grab it and see if it works here on this door.
It does click. And you can move in. This is...
Oh. While I'm in here, I'm going to search, of course.
Okay.
I love searching in beds.
Oh, I know you do, Faye. And in this bed, you find nothing. Just a very plain, thin, looks very well, actually, probably be right up your alley, being a druid. It looks pretty earthy.
That's a good place to take a break if we had to.
Yeah.
I'm going to try the same on the other door.
Okay.
What is this room here? It just seems like a nook in the wall.
Yeah. It's like a.
According to my map, it doesn't look right. Looks like something beyond it should be there.
You can, if you want to check to see if you can see anything. You don't know what Kenshi had done when he was in here.
No. So yeah, I want to check this this odd-looking nook in the room.
Okay,
Doesn't
well,
look right to
you
me.
look. You're actually kind of taking your club and hitting it on the wall, and it actually seems solid. Doesn't seem like there's any doors. You search all up and down it from every inch of that niche in the wall. Nothing.
Alright, I'm gonna come back out and check this other, open this other
Okay.
door up.
The other key works for that cell. Searching the bed, I assume.
Oh yeah.
All
I'm
right.
assuming right there's the other bathroom.
Yeah, it looks like one of the not the same type of doors you would entering. It looks like a cheaper door. Yeah.
Alright. What I want to do, Dave, is I haven't been in this room yet, so I do want to check under all the beds, tables, chairs.
Well, as you get down on your knees and your eyes are kind of all of a sudden you hear a ba 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 ba, and you hear this coming from under the bed, and there's about 10 different pitches of these ba 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 ba. It is a very and eyes are everywhere on this blob that is under the bed. Yes, and it slides out towards you, and now as it starts to slide out of the bed, this is a very hideous creature.
Holy shit.
Give me a nature check. Give me a nature check. Yeah.
Like, what the hell is this?
And this is all you hear, Vay. There's like 5 or 6 different voices coming from this. And all of the eyes are like winking at you, and there's about 10 eyes on this, about 10 different mouths.
That's so funny.
Bay's got a new pet.
Oh, yeah. You think you recall, especially when you see the amount of eyes and mouths, you think that this is a gibbering mouther. All right, so
would I have any understanding why such creature would be in here?
have no clue.
I mean, do I know anything about these? Maybe it was captured and put in here, or it's just
Possibly, yeah. It looks well. It was in here, but you do know these things can. You can actually, that these things can actually contort their body to where they can move through areas like an eighth of an inch, or an eighth of what their body mass is.
Oh, okay.
Sort of
So
like
I'm assuming
related
that
to
it
the
probably,
slime family.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm assuming that it probably wasn't being held in here purposefully, because these bars would have done nothing to stop it.
No. Well, unless, hypothetically speaking here, if the knuckle-headed splinters of the Echo Woods put this thing in here, oh yeah, we got this creature.
Not knowing any better.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody definitely failed their nature check. We'll just put it that way.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go with my first hunch there.
Okay.
That's the first thing I would probably think. Maybe this thing had snuck in here and is, using it as a place of refuge.
Yeah. So there's no surprise, because as soon as you started opening up the door, you started hearing this bah, 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 bah. And then as you start to, you moved in, and it's just getting louder and louder and louder. So you and I are going to roll initiative.
Okay.
These things are pretty formidable creatures too.
Alright.
You've only
I was gonna ask you, do I know
read
if
stories
they're
of these.
particularly aggressive or anything?
Oh, of course. It looks like it's fixing to snap out and bite you a bunch of times.
Alright.
Vey, you got initiative. What are you gonna do, Vey?
Well, I'm going to 5-foot step here.
Okay.
And as free action, I'm going to yell out for everyone. We got problems. Then I'm going to make my movement.
Or do you just want to? I don't think you can move and 5-foot step. I don't think you can move and 5. But I'll tell you what.
I'm
let
gonna
you
use my action to move. So it's like a double move. I'm gonna 5-foot step and then move.
I don't know if I don't know if you can do any movement with a 5-foot step. I have to look that up. I thought I read that you can't. I have to confirm that. I'm not trying to kill you off, Vey, or anything, but
No,
I do
that's
need
okay.
to, because I'm
want to
gonna.
do it by the rules anyway. You know me.
Five-foot step, page 189. Ba 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 ba. Gibbering mouth. Alright. 5-foot step. You can move 5 feet in any round when you don't perform any other kind of movement. There you go, right off the bat.
Alright. Well then I'm going to do the 5-foot. My free action, I'm going to yell for help. And I'm going to ready my action for him to come into range. So I'm holding my club above my head, ready to come down on him when he steps into range.
Okay. We can go for that.
Alright.
I can do that, Vey. Alright, so let's see.
I'm probably the first one
Who's
that
gonna
hears it from
hear?
the closest.
Yeah, I don't know if we actually hear him.
Man, that's gonna be.
I'm straight down the hallway.
Yeah, that's gonna be really. Cade, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Xerofen, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna have to pause you guys for just a
I'd say
minute.
whoever's closest to this door, probably. Because this wall up here would be too thick.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So whoever's closest to this door.
Boris, I would say probably. Maybe Aberdeen. I'm gonna give him a perception check. Probably not Kenshi, because of the amount of. But then again, would Aberdeen, would the sound travel down the hall and curve around? Man, let me see what kind of options they give you. They gotta have something for yelling in Pathfinder. Hold on.
I mean, it's okay if you don't. I could solo this guy.
I'm just thinking only because it's an enclosed area and sound has to travel somewhere, you know.
Yeah, no, you're right. I just kind of I'm gonna see what they have for yelling, if there's anything for yelling.
Well, you could hear them guys through them other doors up there making noise whenever the door was closed coming down that hall.
Let's say Aberdeen. Boris and Aberdeen. Here's Vay screaming. What are you screaming, Vay?
I scream out to help. We've got trouble.
That's a pretty wimpy scream, Vay.
That's a what?
So that's a pretty wimpy scream for help.
I'm not going to scream.
I'm not
I
asking
may
you to
break my
scream.
mic.
Oh. Alright, so Boris hears you calling, and so does the cleric. Look at all those macros, that is unbelievable. Can you move your token, buddy, at all? Can you move your token? It's gotta be hard.
Yeah, I can, but
Is
I
there
don't.
like a disengage or something in this?
There's no disengage in Pathfinder. You can just flat out run away from it. Alright, so you've got your action held. The gibbering mouther moves very slow, slides itself over. Your trigger is activated. You can go ahead and attack it now.
It's alright, I got this.
You got it?
So as long as I don't, fumble all my rolls.
Let's see if you confirm it. Your crit does not confirm, but you still do 9 damage.
Alright.
And as you hit it, it doesn't even look like you actually had a full connection with your hit. It's
Yeah,
got
it was
bludgeoning
kinda wimpy.
resist. Yeah, I mean, you hit it solidly. I mean, you felt like you knocked it out of the park, but it doesn't seem like a normal hit should feel.
Oh, well. I got you. Does my nature check tell me anything about this creature and what type of damage? He has, anything special about him?
He can do a lot of biting, that's for sure. Probably grab you. Remember something about legend and lore saying that these things can spit acid also.
Alright.
That's
Well,
about it.
I want to be in character here,
Mm-hmm.
but am I
She shoulda ran.
noticing that my damage with my club is not doing that much damage to him?
That's
Is that what you were
how it
hinting
felt. That's exactly what I was hinting
at?
at.
Okay, thank you.
Because you had such a solid hit, but your hit just didn't feel like one of your normal hits would feel as you were cracking like the Splinters' heads open. It just didn't seem. It seemed like the blow was absorbed, some of it anyway.
Alright.
All right, so Vay, the gibbering mouther is up. This thing is going to attack you. 6 mouths reach out and bite you.
Oh my god!
Yeah, there's nearly a dozen mouths on this.
I got this.
I got this.
First mouth snaps at you, misses with a 9. Second mouth slashes out, 19 versus armor class.
Yeah, that one hits.
You take 3 damage. Third, 12 versus armor class.
Miss.
Fourth, 18 versus armor class
That's a hit.
for 2 damage. Fifth mouth reaches out. 23
That's a hit.
for another 4 damage. And the final mouth, $20.
That's a hit.
I'm not going to do all the other stuff that I can do. Another max damage. So 4, 8, 10, 13.
Alright. Well, suffice it to say I am beyond bloodied.
You just don't know what the hell happened. All of a sudden you saw all of these, sort of like all of these mouths just outstretching with this mass and just snapping at you and just biting you all over the place.
Alright, I'm screaming very loudly now.
What are you doing? Running away? It's your turn now.
Well, can I interrupt real quick? I heard her yell the first
Yes, you
time.
did.
Can I move
You
freely?
can go ahead and let's get you to. I can't even add you to tracker. There's so many macros. Yeah, go ahead and roll your initiative. And Vey, it's your turn. You can command Boris also if you want. That takes your action, right?
No, it's bonus.
Okay.
Let me ask you something.
Sure.
Is this an animal?
This is not an animal. This is not a beast.
Yeah.
This is
I wouldn't
this
think
is
so.
an aberration.
Well, I thought about it, but since, well, Cade's right there, isn't he?
Cade's there, yeah.
behind
Yeah, he's right there with
Oh,
you. Yeah.
okay. If Cade, I thought I was by myself. If I was by myself, I wouldn't open the door. But since Cade's there, yeah, I would. I'd go ahead and, yeah, I'd open the door.
All right. Wow, splitting the party, man. All right, you open the door, and you can hear several humans, what appear to be humans, speaking. And then you hear one of them say, "Ah, Jonathan must be back with lunch." And a guy comes around the corner.
I didn't hear them before that.
I
They weren't talking.
said, "Yeah, Jonathan should be back with lunch." And then I didn't
No, I
hear
mean,
you do anything.
while the door was closed, I didn't hear anybody talking in
No,
there.
no.
Oh, okay.
You didn't hear anyone talking.
Okay.
Alright, Dave, I am going to just leave.
Oh, well.
I know that I can't take another attack, so I will eat an attack of opportunity, because it is my only option.
11 versus armor class as you run. Very,
Alright, thankfully that did not hit.
Alright.
Let me verify my movement
Alright.
speed, because I'm going to double move. Alright, 20.
Alright, so go ahead and do your movements. Sandman, you hear, "Oh, Jonathan must be back with lunch." And you hear footsteps. And you see this guy stand up. "Hey, who are you?" Let's go ahead and roll initiative between you and this guy. "You're not one of the Splinters!" And he pulls a sword. Whoosh.
I think I'd be in that too.
You see it, Cade. You're in it.
Yeah.
Adding everybody. 2 combats at
Just
once.
7.
I like it. I like it. Alright, so we're gonna say that Kenshi, you're still kind of out in the hall there. What
Well,
would you be doing,
I'm at the
Kenshi?
Actually, I was right in the middle of walking back from looking at these doors. I was going to ask the party if we wanted to explore these doors before we started going through the doors with the steps.
Okay, so you were
But
gonna.
then I left myself right there when the combat started, so that's where I stayed.
Okay.
But I see Vague running at me at full speed.
Yeah, you see
bleeding.
her like. I mean, she looks like she's in really bad shape. It looks like something chewed her up pretty bad. I mean, you
Yeah,
see
I'm bloody too, so
pieces
I'll
of
make sure.
like flesh kind of hanging off of her and stuff. She looks that bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually stumbling and spitting blood.
Okay, I would react to that, and then I guess I'd get into the initiative order at that point.
You would? Alright, so let's see. Let me get the rest of these rolls. So, Kenshi, you can go ahead and get in there. I don't know why it's not adding you on there. No clue why. But anyways, you're on there now. Go ahead and add your number. Everybody should be in, and now we'll start doing this systematically with 2 different encounters going on at one time. So, interesting. Alright, so Vey, you had went. Aberdeen. You heard the scream for Vey.
Right, and since I'm in the turn order, how far can I actually move?
You can move up to your movement. With your movement, or if you want to use your action, you can basically do double your movement. But then you wouldn't be able to do anything else, basically.
Okay, I'm just gonna use my
Yeah,
movement.
you hear. It sounds like Vey is getting a little bit closer. You can hear her kind of screaming and gurgling up blood. Ah, help! Help! Ah. However, it would sound like Vey screaming.
That's about right.
So I used my movement, and
Have to
I
RP
guess
for
I
everybody
can't say
too.
anything. Can I say something as I use it?
Well, yeah, you got a free action. Absolutely, you can do whatever you need to do.
Vey, run in here!
I don't know where here is.
God.
I'm just leaving bloody footprints
Follow the voice!
from the south.
All right, so where are you moving there, Aberdeen?
I just moved to spaces.
You get 30 foot of movement, whatever it is. I mean, you can move out into the hall. You can,
Okay.
you got 30 foot of movement. No, you actually have 20 foot of movement because of your armor and stuff. So yeah, as you take 15 foot, you can actually meet Vey there at 20 foot, and that would basically put you within range to you could zap her with a heal. Where were you at before? Or was that 20
Right
feet?
here.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that would
it's
be
20
20 feet
feet
then. Okay, cool. So yeah, you see basically Vey, running as fast as she can, kind of dragging her feet along, and chunks of her flesh kind of hanging off. All looks like she's just been chewed up by some kind of meat grinder. All right, Aberdeen. Any other RP? Go for it. You could ask her.
Come to
whatever.
me!
Kenshi, you're up.
Alright, I'm just going to move on down that way. And I'm going to go ahead and trade in my action for more movement.
Okay. Oh, Kenshi blocking the path. Any free actions or anything like that?
No free actions. I'll just jump in the way, and hopefully it can't get past me.
All right. Well, when you get closer to this, you hear a sort of like something, a bunch of different tones going on to some. So they're kind of ba-ba-ba and on top of each other at higher pitches, lower pitches. Xerofan, what about you? You have this. Yes,
Hold
Faye?
on one sec.
Mhm.
As I'm sorry, I just don't want to interrupt people, but as he's running by me, I tell Kenshi, no.
I figured he was going to ask you what's going on. But he's just he wants to. I guess he wants to impress you, Vey, with his cunning heroism. Xerafan, what are you doing with this guy in front of you? He's drawing his short sword. This is your part. You're not part of the Splinters.
No, I'm not part of the Splinters.
And you
neither
also
will
hear him
you
say,
be.
"Sound the alarm! Sound the alarm! Relay to the others to sound the alarm!" You hear him yelling.
Xerafan
I'm
didn't get us one line.
I'm going to attack him.
Okay, attack away. That is a 10 versus AC, which is a miss. Alright, so this guy's gonna retaliate. Oh,
How did he move up there? Never
I
mind.
don't know. He's gonna attack you, so.
Alright.
He misses with an 8. You guys are going to be slugging at each other all day and not doing anything. So he's also
We're
going
sparring.
to. He's going to take a 5-foot step back. Next,
Let's should kiss instead.
right? Tell me about it. Okay, Cade, you're up now. You kind of saw this guy kind of duck around the corner.
Yeah. That sucks.
Wow, they're split up all
Um,
over the place.
Well, I'm not gonna go charging
Here.
in, so I'll just
And here.
back him up for right now. Just about this point.
Okay.
Just,
That's it?
Yeah, if I see somebody pop their head out, I'll make an attack. But that's about it for right now.
Vey, you're up. Top of the order.
Alright. I stop running as Aberdeen steps out in front of me. I also notice Boris hanging out there side, chilling out. I quickly tell Boris, I tell him to defend me.
Alright.
Let me roll for that.
See what happens.
Yeah, don't let me down this time, Boris. Alright, he does. And even though I know Aberdeen is cleric, I don't
Hey,
know
Tice.
him that
Long time
well,
no
and
see.
I just instinctively cast the Cure Light Wounds on myself as I'm
Okay.
stopped here in the hallway.
Okay. So you kind of touch your wounds up. They mend up a little bit.
Oh wow.
Wow, Vey's clutch with her cure light wounds.
I'm still bloody though, but just.
Okay. Anything else for you, Vey? Any movement?
No,
You
I
can
made
take
a movement.
movement.
That
Oh, that's
makes the
right. You.
square there,
That's
so,
right. Yeah.
No, that's it for me. Or, as a free action, I'll explain to Aberdeen that there's some hideous monster in there with multiple mouths, and I think I connected with every one of them.
You connected with every single one of them. Aberdeen, you're up.
Alright, so I'm gonna do cure light wounds on Vey. So I'm gonna touch her shoulder.
All right. So as this is going on, Vey and actually and Kenshi, all three of you, you can also hear commotion coming from the north again, and you can hear, metal on metal. Sounds like more fighting's coming from the north now too. So it sounds like everything is just happening all around you. Holy shit! Oh man.
They've got the cave troll.
It's like Cade. Now you can start to hear Vey screaming from the south. Also Xerafan, you can hear this going on. Shit has hit the fan, it seems like.
Yeah.
Look at that glorious beard
That's
Kenshi
what I touch Vey's
has.
shoulder.
Kenshi has a
Cure light
barbarian
wounds.
beard, man. Alright.
Oh, nice.
Max.
Well, I'm not bloodied now. Thank you.
All right.
And
I'll take
and
that from
and
you.